Hello everyone, welcome to the lecture about the cell. I'm RKLV Rasinger. Now we are going to learn about some of the cell functions could be going in our cell. The first one is movement. There may be a possibility to move our cells. So there are two types of movements. One is generate and show movements. These type of movements show especially in our muscle cells. And the other type is showing only the movement. It is like moving around the cell like amoeba. So we can see this movement in our body cells such as blood cells which passes through the immunity system. Conductivity. Possibility of conductivity of normal cells we don't have. So but certainly some cells like nerve cells do have the ability to conduct electricity, and also heart cells and muscle cells have the ability to generate electrical conductivity and can spread that conductivity throughout the cell in order to make it contracted. So the next function is metabolic absorption, that is ability to absorb nutrients and ions. Secretion of substances that is necessary to promote some of the body systems such as hormones. So that is the next function of our cell. Excretion, which is cell use nutrients and excrete or remove from the body cells. And the next function is respiration, the process of producing energy. Reproduction of the cell, when we gonna produce new cells from one cell. Then the final one is communication. It is passing of information from one cell to another cell. So now we do understand what are the basic functions, but it is too much important to combination of all of the organelles in order to show above functions for a healthy cell. So, I have classified the parts of the cell according to their functions for our convenience of the study. Basically, cell organelles and cytoplasm. The second part is nucleus, and the third one is plasma membrane. So here each organelle do their specified function, so that I have classified only according to their function. Cytoplasm, it is the watery part of our cell. So can we keep everything in place if we haven't a cytoplasm? Basically, cell is going to shrink up into flat and touching with organelle, and there wouldn't be any formal function. So then, first of all, cytoplasm is important for the maintaining cellular shape and size. And it is also going to be important for some functions. We have to keep organelles away from each other in order to keep them in their place. So since cytoplasm contains water and other important molecules like enzymes, it is aiding metabolic activity. And when the proteins which are important for the synthesis of plasma membrane and enzymes produced in rough endoplasmic reticulum should be transported, but those need to be transported from Golgi bodies to Golgi bodies and small endoplasmic reticulum. So that is also happening through the cytoplasm. Since that, cytoplasm acts as a media for material transportation. In the same way, the cytoplasm of neuronal cell produces proteins, the dendrites and axons and synaptic terminals, and especially it contains specialized organelles like missile substances for its function. What are the organelles in our cell? Mitochondria, endoplasmic reticulum, which smooth endoplasmic reticulum and rough endoplasmic reticulum. Golgi bodies and ribosomes. And lysosome, peroxisomes and glycosomes are the microbodies. As glycosomes are not in our animal cell, we are not discussing in this lecture about the glycosome. Cilia, flagella and centrioles are the organelles for mobility, and those are called as microfilaments. Mitochondria, that is the energy producing area of our body cell. So that it is very important for our cell. So it produces energy as the power plant of our cell. So mitochondria oxidizes nutrients obtained from digestion of foods and produces energy and stores that energy as ATP. The image in the left corner bottom shows a typical mitochondria. Especially, energy production process passes through 3 steps called glycolysis, Krebs cycle and oxidative phosphorylation. See the picture in right side corner. As there, step 2 and 3 happens inside the mitochondria, and you can understand as it labeled in there. We have endoplasmic reticulum also that provides internal framework of the compartment and reaction surface, as it is going to be the site of protein synthesis within the cell. So there are two types, smooth endoplasmic reticulum and the rough endoplasmic reticulum. Especially say RER and ribosomes provide the site for protein synthesis, and SAR synthesize steroids and store carbohydrates. So, as far as normal animal cell, neuronal cell also has endoplasmic reticulum. The function of smooth endoplasmic reticulum as same as previously I mentioned. So, and also RER Nissus substances, which are groups of ribosomes specially organized inside the neuron cell, are provide site for protein synthesis. Here, especially in neuronal cell, both RER and SAR act as a dynamic calcium ion pool. So that produces the electrical and chemical potential stimulations for the generation action potential or start the transportation of neurotransmitters. We also have Golgi complex, and this is the area of the cell. The proteins come from the rough endoplasmic reticulum, and these proteins packed. Golgi body secretes vesicles, which helps to release proteins if necessary, and also those are lysosome. In nerve cell, Golgi body packages modifies transport materials, especially neurotransmitters, as secreted vesicle to different location inside or outside of the cell. Also, the Golgi body participate in transformation of membranes in order to give the rise to other membrane structure such as lysosome, acrosome and dicotysomes. We're going to discuss about two types of microbodies in animal cell, lysosome and peroxisomes. Though glycosome also a microbody, I'm not discussing about as animal cells don't have glycosome. We have lysosomes. They originated from Golgi body. They are going to be digestion part of our cell. So, it can catabolize carbohydrates, proteins, lipids and nucleic acids and has a role of auto-digestion of the cell. Well, these going to release enzymes for auto-digestion of all the components. Sometimes it digests organelles and sometimes it digests whole cell. Other one is peroxisomes. You may have an idea by looking at the word as it contains peroxides. So, it contains hydrogen peroxide that is going to oxidize substances in the cell, especially waste products, toxic products. Oxidation is a process that breaks down substances by using oxygen. Having peroxisome too much important because it oxidizes substances which are harmful and converts it into harmless product in our cells. So what would be happen if these things went little bit crazy? Think if we had little bit too much peroxisome inside the cell, it will be resulting good tissues as well as harmful tissues. This is why we are taking up antioxidants. So, if you take more vitamin C and E, it decreases the production of harmful tissues in our body. Cilia, flagella and centriole are the organelles that helps for the mobility called microfilaments. Especially these microfilaments are made out of specific protein structures. Cilia. The epithelial cells have cilia that beat and create a current in fluid in order to move in a given direction. As you can see in this picture, the respiratory epithelium covered with a mucus layer which removes the smaller particles like dust in the air when we inhale, and cilia push this mucus layer upside direction in order to remove it from our respiratory tract. Flagella is the filament-like structure that helps to swim cells in a watery medium. For an example, the sperm cells should go to the upper side of the uterus when them released in order to fertilize with the egg cell, and flagella helps to swim. Centriole is only present in the mitotic spindle. As far as eukaryotic cell, we have nucleus in our center of our cells. This is the place where we have DNA and genetic material that helps to provide information to function of the cell. So that nucleus maintains the cell in working order. Also, the nucleus coordinates some work in our cell. The nucleus takes care of repair work of wall cell. Think when the cell membrane damaged, the nucleus releases information that important produce part of the cell membrane, and that is the way it works in repair work. Especially nucleus gives genetic information to daughter cells, where the mitosis which produce genetically identical daughter cells, and the meiosis where the gametes are produced. Membrane. This is the outer covering of our cell. In some cells like bacterial cells have a cell wall, but we don't have a cell wall. We only have a cell membrane in our cell. And it's not just the only outer covering and holding cells together. This is the most active part of the cell. There are lots of stuff going in and out of the cell through plasma membrane. So plasma membrane control how much stuff going in and out of the cell. Some of the function of plasma membrane are transport nutrient and waste product in and out of the cell, so that nutrients are taken in and waste product are sent out of the cell. Generating membrane potential. The membrane potential is the potential of the membrane of that cell to be able to conduct electrical energy. Cell recognition and communication. Plasma membrane is going to say another cell, hey, we are the part of living in our body. That's the way that body is going to know there are no more unhealthy or abnormal cells, maybe bacteria cell or cancer cell. So that when things getting into the body, cell recognizes the abnormal cell like bacteria cell or virus particle and destroy it. The way that body is going to recognize abnormal or external particles is the cell membrane. As the cell membrane covers the cytoplasm and its ingredient organelles, it is the outer covering of the cell. Especially nerve cells, red blood cells has specific structures and shapes as important for the function.